صاحب نه اوس رالو دغه زما لارۍ د ډریورۍ ما تورخم کې ډېر بد حال جوړ دی زنانه ماشومان سړي ټول په بد حال دي رامنډې وي د کیمپ کې یو بد حال جوړ دی
Pakistan has launched airstrikes inside Afghanistan as it declared open war against its western neighbor since Thursday night. The operation has been named Ghazab Lil Haq. Pakistan has struck key Afghan cities like Kabul and Kandahar. Islamabad claims key Taliban military facilities were destroyed. Explosions echoed through Kabul for hours. Jets were heard over Kandahar, the spiritual heartland of the Taliban leadership. Border crossings have already been shut for months at a time. Trade has suffered. Civilians are caught in between. If this spirals, the consequences could stretch beyond the poor countries. Pakistan says this was retaliation. It says there was unprovoked firing from across the border. The Taliban says that claim is false. Kabul has called the strikes cowardly. But the numbers tell two different stories. Pakistan claims 133 Afghan fighters were killed. The Taliban says there were no casualties from the airstrikes. At the same time, Afghanistan's defense ministry admits 8 of its soldiers died in land clashes. Civilians were also wounded near the Torkham crossing. The truth is still contested, but one fact is clear: the Durand Line is burning again. The Durand Line has never been fully accepted by Afghanistan. It divides families, tribes, and strategic zones. For years, it has been a flashpoint. Now it has turned into a live conflict theater. Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif says his forces can crush any aggression. The Taliban says it has launched large-scale operations in response to repeated violations. Both sides are digging in. Pak Defense Minister Khwaja Asif had earlier threatened Afghanistan of war.
जिस मट्टी में से उनको फायदा मिल रहा है, जिस मुल्क से, जिस सरजमीन से उनको फायदा मिल रहा है, उस मुल्क के साथ दुश्मनी कर रहे हैं। सर, ये अब बर्दाश्त नहीं होगा। हमें यकसू होके मिनहसुल कौम जो है जवाब देना पड़ेगा इन लोगों को जो उनको पनाहगाहें मुयस्सर करते हैं, चाहे वो हमारी सरजमीन पे हैं या वो अफगानिस्तान की सरजमीन के ऊपर है। इसमें किसी को कोई शक नहीं होना चाहिए। अगर किसी गांव से या किसी पनाहगाह से 4 या 5 या 10 या 15 आदमी निकल के हमारे किसी फौजी काफले के ऊपर जो है हमला करते हैं, उसका जवाब जो है हो सकता है सबको सब साथ कोलैटरल डैमेज भी हो, उसको सबको सब भुगतना पड़ेगा। जहां पे उनकी पनाहगाहें होंगी उनको भी भुगतना पड़ेगा, और जो लोग उनको पनाहगाह देते हैं उनको भी भुगतना पड़ेगा। इनफ इज इनफ। ये अब जो हमारे सब्र का पैमाना जो है पाकिस्तान की हुकूमत का, पाकिस्तान की अफवाज का जो है लबरेज हो चुका है।
Afghanistan too has vowed not to hold back.
که په حقوقي لحاظ باندې موږ یغه مسایلو ته ورځو، بیا به نه پاکستان وي، نه به زموږ د لوی افغانستان چې کوم دی دا افغانستان د پاکستان سره په هغه اعتماد باندې بیا قرار پاتې شي.
And for India, this matters because instability in Afghanistan has direct security implications for the region. When Pakistan and the Taliban clash, the vacuum that opens up can be exploited by extremist groups. India has been closely watching the conflict and is backing Kabul's sovereignty.
We are closely monitoring the situation. 3 things are clear. 1, that Pakistan hosts terrorist organizations and sponsors terrorist activities. 2, it is an old practice of Pakistan to blame its neighbors for its own internal failures. And 3, Pakistan is infuriated with Afghanistan exercising sovereignty over its own territories. India remains fully committed to the sovereignty, territorial integrity, and independence of Afghanistan.
India has invested heavily in Afghanistan over the past 2 decades. From infrastructure to humanitarian aid, New Delhi has maintained that a stable Afghanistan is critical for regional peace. Any prolonged conflict near Kabul or Kandahar threatens that fragile balance. In recent meetings, India and Afghanistan have reset ties, which irks Pakistan.
We appreciate your sensitivity towards India's security concerns.
Afghanistan looks at India as a close friend. Afghanistan wants relations based on mutual respect and trade and people-to-people, political trade and people-to-people relations. The Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan stands ready to create a mechanism of understanding between two countries, and these consultative mechanisms work towards strengthening our relations.
China has interests in the region, so does Iran. Russia is watching. The United States may not be present on the ground, but Washington will be tracking every move. For India, the concern is whether this instability strengthens anti-India terror networks that once found safe haven in the Afpak belt. India's official response has so far been measured. New Delhi traditionally calls for restraint and dialogue in the region, but behind the scenes, security agencies will be assessing spillover risks.